One thing that's constant is with the times. You know, sometimes I read my comments and guys be like, yo, dress your age. So what's that? A 10X Pele and some baggy jeans with Tim's? Like, what is it? And so I like feeling young. I like dressing nice. I like smelling good. I like keeping up with what's going on and being fly with my Doja bucket. That's what I like. Know what I'm saying? But one thing you notice, even though you're a public figure or celebrity, is you can't make everybody happy. You try. You try. And so you can't make everybody happy. Yo, Mama Silvers, what's up? You can't make everybody happy. So people going to be the way they are. You just got to do you. Now, if your bank account looks like it's been making more, and it looks like you're okay and your family's safe and you're able to give back to your community and open businesses and give back to the poor people as much as you can, then you're doing all right. You're doing all right. And so I'm happy in my skin. But, you know, every now and then people want to talk that shit. So, you know, yesterday I said, fuck it. Let me give them the unfiltered Fat Joe and give them that shit. And as long as you work, you know what I'm saying? I work every day. So as long as you work and you on your shit and you taking care of your bills and all that, can't nobody tell you nothing. And one thing I wanted to always do, before I had this show or even at this show, is nobody ever offered me advice. So I cannot be right all the time. But nobody ever offered me, you want white van talk, Serge? I don't even got one. You got to give me a hint and I'll finish it. Because you know all the white van stories, Serge. So nobody ever gave me advice, and I would sit down as a young entrepreneur, a young owner of my company, and be going through things and be wondering why nobody puts me up on game. I had to figure it all out. And so what I said was, any young brother, sister, anybody who needs to know game, anybody who needs a little bit of inspiration, I will always give it to them. And so when I came in the show, there was different ways I could have went. I could have went the mumbo jumbo, diss everybody and talk shit about people. I could have went the unhumble way, you know, talking shit like I'm somebody. Or I could try to help the people with transparency, honesty, and hopefully it's something that can spark a light bulb in your mind so that you can be a better person or have more money than me and or more success than me. And then hopefully sometimes we gotta see it. You know, I tell people all the time, if Lord Finesse, you know, he's from my projects, Digging in the Crates crew. If he wasn't successful before Fat Joe, I would have never been successful. It took me knowing him, telling me, yo, I'm gonna be a big rapper, that PR Parade, I think I told you that story when they beat up the guy. And so when they these guys, they don't want me to talk positive. They keep throwing the white vans up. They want Joe Crack to talk that shit. And so I wrote some things down. I said like this: look, if you're aspiring, you're an artist, trust no one. People come around you, they act like they smart, they're really not talented. And when you telling your life story or you telling your business or what your ambitions are, a lot of times they're not even, yo, Raul, what's up? They're not listening to what you know, no matter how smart you are. The crooks are listening to what you don't know. Therefore, they can be, oh, he don't know this, he don't know this. They can take advantage of you in those ways. And so you can't trust no one. It's sad. You in the studio, couple of guys. I knew this one guy, sucker though, like a real sucker. He never did shit in his life. So he's in the studio with like, I think NSYNC and them. And he's in the studio just hanging out, being a groupie. And they coming up with one of those hit records. And he told them like, you are up. And one word in the song, like he said, no, I think you should say you. He said, all right. So they did it, whatever. The record blew up. They knew it would because it's NSYNC. He sues them like he wrote the record with them. This is the sucker shit that goes on in hip-hop. Lawsuit mania. You must be worried in America of lawsuits. I've been through at least 20, 30 of them. Most of them were for beating people up, allegedly. And I told you that at one time, I didn't realize that people knew my success or they knew, yo, he's getting a lot of money. Because, you know, I came up from an era, you say something, you get beat up in the White Castle, in the McDonald's, wherever you at, 4 chicken and French fries, you know, you get smacked upon your face with the 4 chicken wing and the hot sauce, and you keep it moving most of the time. It's like, oh, damn, Joe Crack smack flames. But as I'm becoming famous, and we making all these telling everybody, Big Puns, double platinum, Fat Joe's platinum. We doing all that shit. I'm not realizing people are counting the cash register. And so suckers are coming up to me. They know they're going to get an ass whipping. You know, all those guys who used to confront Iron Mike Tyson. I knew a dude, he was a so-called gangster. He was in Brooklyn. He fronted on Iron Mike. Iron Mike knocked him out. He sued Iron Mike. This is a gangster, so-called. And so those type of games being played, but that's normal shit. They used to gas me into smacking them up, and then they sue me. But the lawsuits is something that's wrong in America. The system of the lawsuits is something that's wrong. And I don't want to give no suckers too much game on here. You know what I'm saying? But people are quick. People are quick to sue you for anything if they think you got something more than them. And it's the American way. Me, myself, I could have sued a lot of people. The guys lean with it, rock with it, lean, I could have sued them. The other shoulder lean show, I could have sued them. I could have sued a lot of people and never did. It's just not in my nature to sue somebody. It just, I won't do it. Right? And so, you know, you know, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, man. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, I was thinking of I seen something, I think QP was on an interview and he was talking about managers. And so like, so you get an artist, right? So I'm from where, you see karma, you right? I'm from where I try to be good to people, to all people. And even with trying to be good to people, people still feel like taking advantage of you. And so the guy QP said, you know,